Welcome to VSWville, and now here is your host, VSW. VSWville, how you all doing? It is your boy, VSW here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to my Impact Wrestling Bound for Glory 2020 predictions video. I got the matches right here, so let's go through them. First up, we have Ethan Carter III, EC3, taking on the self-proclaimed TNA World Heavyweight Champion, Moose, in an undisclosed location. Now, Moose has always claimed to be the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, and then week after week after week, he defended it. But one night, EC3's old Impact Wrestling theme played, but he didn't come out. So it was a tease. But the next time Moose defended his title, EC3 came out and then put Moose down and then walked out with the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. And then he warned Moose that if he doesn't find him, he will destroy the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. So then, EC3 takes the title and drops it off a bridge. But last week on Impact Wrestling, Moose finally found EC3 and brawled with him before their showdown at Bound for Glory. And Moose left EC3 laying all bloody. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, and I forgot. A few weeks ago, Moose finally found the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, but EC3 knocked him out and promised the funeral for the title on that next episode. I forgot to talk about that. I remembered. So, at Bound for Glory, this Saturday, EC3 takes on Moose at an undisclosed location. Oh yeah, and I also forgot, this week on Impact, EC3 had his boys kidnap Jimmy Jacobs. Okay. So, here I'll just say that EC3 is going to win the showdown. Moose is probably going to win, but I'll just go with EC3. Even though he is now with Ring of Honor. Next, Double E, Eddie Edwards, going one-on-one with the world's most dangerous man, future Impact Wrestling Hall of Famer, and Sami Callihan's partner, Ken Shamrock. Now, a few weeks ago, Eddie Edwards was attacked backstage. And then he thought it was Sami Callihan, but Sami Callihan was like, Eddie, I didn't do it, but let me show you who did. So he pressed on his phone, the ICU thing popped up, lights out, lights turned back on, and who was behind Eddie Edwards? The world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock. Ken Shamrock was the one who attacked Eddie Edwards backstage. And Ken Shamrock just pounded him. And he said, "Stay out of my way." And then, of course, he traps Eddie Edwards in the ankle lock. And Sami Callihan watches on and laughs and does his thumbs up, thumbs down thing. And Eddie Edwards gets attacked again. And again. after defeating Sami Callihan in a match on this week's episode of Impact Wrestling. Eddie Edwards don't like Sami Callihan. Sami Callihan doesn't like Eddie Edwards. Eddie Edwards doesn't like Ken Shamrock. Ken Shamrock doesn't like Eddie Edwards. And now this Saturday at Bound for Glory, Eddie Edwards will get his hands on the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock. And here, I'm going to say that Double E, Eddie Edwards, is going to get the victory. Next, we have the Motor City Machine Guns defending the Impact World Tag Team Championships against the Good Brothers. Trying to remember. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. The North, Jason Alexander and All Ego Ethan Page, the longest reigning Impact World Tag Team Champions of all time, and former X Division champion Ace Austin and his monster, whatever, Madman Fulton. The Motor City Machine Guns are back in Impact Wrestling, and it's awesome because the Motor City Machine Guns ended the North's reign as the Impact World Tag Team Champions. But now, they will get their rematch at Bound for Glory as they also take on the Good Brothers, Ace Austin, and Madman Fulton. But I'm going to say that the Motor City Machine Guns will find a way to retain their titles. And still Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Champions. And if they don't retain, then I'll just say that the Good Brothers will win. But official, the Motor City Machine Guns, my official pick. Next, we have the Virtuosa, Deonna Purrazzo, defending the Knockouts Championship against Kylie Rae. Deonna Purrazzo has been on a roll since she joined the Impact Wrestling Knockouts roster. And, man, she defeated Susie at Victory Road. Not only did she beat Susie, but she broke her arm. And her friend Kimberly made Kylie Rae watch. That was absolutely disgusting. Because I hate bullies. And that's exactly what Deonna Purrazzo and Kimberly are. Bullies. And with this whole bullying crap in this world, and how Susie would say it, that's bad. Bullying is bad. So now, Kylie Rae is looking to make Deonna Purrazzo pay for breaking her best friend Susie's arm back at Victory Road. And she destroyed Kimberly 2 weeks ago. She was sending Deonna Purrazzo a message. Message sent. But will she be able to dethrone the Virtuosa and win her first Knockouts Championship? I don't know. Because I don't want to see Kylie Rae all smiling and stuff. All smiling, happy. I mean, I like Kylie Rae when she's happy, but Deonna Purrazzo injured her best friend Susie. So she needs to get mad and destroy Deonna Purrazzo. Needs to make her pay for what she did to Susie. But you know what? I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that Deonna Purrazzo will retain her title. The Virtuosa's Impact Wrestling Knockouts Championship reign will continue. But I will like it if Kylie Rae wins. but I'll say Deonna Purrazzo and still Knockouts champion. Kylie Rae, please let me get that match wrong. Please let me get it wrong. Next, we have Rohit Raju defending the X Division Championship against the Ultimate Fighter and my dude, Chris Bey, TJP, Trey Miguel of the Rascals, Jordynne Grace, and Willie Mack. Now, Rohit Raju managed to take the X Division Championship away from Chris Bey. Baloney! And then he defeated somebody else to retain his title on Impact. And then, a few weeks ago, he once again opened his Defeat Rohit challenge. Jordynne Grace answered. Jordynne Grace beat him, but Rohit Raju said that match was never for the X Division Championship. Or the match wasn't really for the X Division Championship. Rohit Raju is a coward. He's a coward. But it's all good because Scott D'Amore is now having him defend his title against Chris Bey, TJP, Trey Miguel, Jordynne Grace, and Willie Mack in a 6-way scramble this Saturday at Bound for Glory. So I think we are going to crown a new X Division champion. And I'm going to give myself at least 2 chances to get this right. I'll go with either Jordynne Grace or Chris Bey. But here, I am going to go out on a limb and say that Chris Bey will win back his title. That's my main pick. Jordynne Grace, my second pick. We'll see what happens. Next, the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match. People like AC Romero, Brian Myers, Alicia Edwards, Eddie Edwards' wife, Hernandez, Rhino, and Heath will be in it. More people will be in the match, but I don't want to put them all in here. So I just wanted to name a few. So I just named a few. Excuse me. This Call Your Shot Gauntlet is a must-win for Heath. Because for weeks now, Heath has been trying to earn an Impact Wrestling contract. But Scott D'Amore kept pushing him. So he let him team up with his friend Rhino back at Victory Road, but the match was unsanctioned. So even though Rhino and Heath won, the match doesn't count. And then, on the next night, or on Tuesday night on Impact, Scott D'Amore sat down with Heath to talk about the Impact Wrestling contract. But Heath still didn't get a contract. But Rhino talked to Scott D'Amore, and they both agreed to let Heath have one more chance to earn his Impact Wrestling contract. Either he or Rhino must win the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. Because if neither of them wins, Heath doesn't get any more chances at earning a contract, and Rhino's contract will be terminated. Long story short, if neither of them wins, they're both gone. And this week on Impact, we had a 5-way match, and Alicia was the MVP because she stood up to all 4 of those men, and then she took a gore from Rhino. she's hardcore. But in the end, Hernandez won by pinning Rhino. So he will enter at number 20. But Rhino will enter at number 1. So that's bad for Rhino and Heath. Because again, Heath or Rhino must win this match for Heath to get his Impact Wrestling contract. So I'm going to say that Heath will win. I hope he does. And he better win because he needs this job. And we want Heath on Impact Wrestling. Because how else is he going to provide for his children? Hashtag Heath for Impact. And this is probably the main event. Yeah, I think this is the main event. I could be wrong, but finally, the Impact Wrestling World Championship match, where the world-class maniac, Eric Young, defends his title against former X Division champion, Rich Swann. Now, back at Slammiversary, Rich Swann pinned Eric Young, eliminating him from the Impact World Championship match. But then afterwards, Eric Young snapped and injured Rich Swann. But Rich Swann continued the match. Respect. And then Rich Swann announced his retirement. And then Eric Young attacked him again. And then he talked to Scott D'Amore, begging him to let him compete at Bound for Glory against Eric Young for the Impact World Championship. And when it looked like Rich Swann was going to be all good and ready to go for Bound for Glory, Eric Young attacked him again. And then, when Scott D'Amore told Eric Young that Rich Swann will be at Bound for Glory, Eric Young attacked him. But Rich Swann jumped in for the save. Oh yeah, and I forgot. Eric Young faced Eddie Edwards for the Impact World Championship. He won. And after that match, he tried to injure Eddie Edwards. Oh no, he did. But then Rich Swann saved him. So now this Saturday at Bound for Glory, Rich Swann will finally step into the ring with the world-class maniac. And he has won the X Division Championship, but the question is, can and will he win the Impact World Championship? Will he be the one to dethrone the world-class maniac? I don't know. There is a possibility. Anything can happen. But, you know what? I'm just going to go out on a limb once again and say that I'm thinking about it. Rich Swann is going to win the Impact World Championship. And those are all the matches for this year's Bound for Glory. The match I'm looking forward to the most, the Impact World Championship match. The match I'm looking forward to the least, EC3 versus Moose. It's not really a match. It's just going to be a showdown at an undisclosed location. And that'll end my Impact Wrestling Bound for Glory 2020 predictions video. What match are you most looking forward to? What match are you least looking forward to? Is least even a word? Let me know down in the comments below. And as always, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, join VSWville, and invite all of your wrestling friends to do the same. And as always, God bless, take care, stay safe. Welcome to VSWville. I'm a pro wrestling fan forever, and that's the bottom line. Why? Because VSW said so. Peace out.